Clowns or dolls? Which one sends more shivers down your spine? Both are childhood icons twisted into nightmares. They're meant to bring joy, but something about their frozen smiles and lifeless eyes creeps deep into the human brain. Today, we're diving into the psychology, the movies, and the pure terror behind clowns and dolls. And we'll crown the ultimate horror icon based on what's been voted the scariest of them all. Let's start with the fear of dolls. It's called pediophobia, the fear of humanoid figures that appear almost human, but not quite. This is tied to the uncanny valley effect, when something looks nearly real but just off enough to trigger discomfort. Dolls stare. They sit in silence. They mimic life without truly having it. That's what makes them horrifying when they move, or worse when they don't. Now for clowns. The fear of clowns is known as coulrophobia. At the surface, clowns are meant to be funny and colorful, but their exaggerated features, face paint, and erratic behavior often create confusion rather than joy. Clowns hide their emotions under a painted mask. They break normal social rules, and for many people, that unpredictability is terrifying. Horror has exploited both fears perfectly. When it comes to dolls, we've had decades of nightmare fuel. Child's Play introduced Chucky, a possessed good guy doll with a foul mouth and a butcher's knife. Annabelle gave us a demonic doll inspired by real-life paranormal cases. And Megan brought a high-tech twist, an AI-powered doll that goes rogue and lethal. Dolls in horror often represent innocence gone horribly wrong. Clowns in horror are just as iconic, and arguably more aggressive. It gave us Pennywise, a shape-shifting demon that lures children with a smile and then rips them apart. Tim Curry's version haunted TV screens in 1990. Bill Skarsgård brought an even darker version to theaters in 2017. Then there's Terrifier, where Art the Clown doesn't speak. He just tortures and kills with sadistic glee. These clowns aren't funny. They're vicious. But let's talk fear factor. Studies show clowns consistently rank among the top childhood fears worldwide. But dolls aren't far behind. Both play on what psychologists call ambiguous threat. They're not clearly dangerous at first, until they are. That creates suspense, dread, and the kind of horror that sticks with you after the movie ends. In terms of cultural impact, dolls appear more often, and in more variations. Haunted dolls, cursed dolls, robotic dolls, they cover supernatural, psychological, and even sci-fi horror. But clowns have fewer films, and often leave a bigger impression. Pennywise alone has become a symbol of fear across generations. Clowns don't just kill, they taunt, they play games, and they enjoy your fear. So what does the audience think? In 2021, a UK-based study ranked the scariest horror films based on heart rate spikes in viewers. Coming in at number 1 was the movie It, featuring Pennywise the Clown. The film caused heart rates to spike more than any other horror movie tested. That puts clowns at the top, not just in concept, but in pure, measurable fear. So there it is. Dolls are creepy. Dolls are disturbing. But clowns are pure nightmare fuel. Based on science, psychology, and movie data, clowns win the title of scariest. But hey, maybe you're brave enough to disagree. Which one do you fear more? Clowns or dolls? Let us know in the comments. And if you love horror showdowns, psychological deep dives, and nightmare matchups, hit like and subscribe to the channel. This is Monster Legends, and the next fear is just around the corner.